How's it going, everyone? It's Adam from Lifeguard, and today I'm back with a brand new lifeguarding video. If you guys are new to the channel, I make a bunch of lifeguarding content about how to pass the course, how to pass the pretest, how to become a successful lifeguard. So definitely consider subscribing and liking the video if you're new to the channel. Also, if you're interested in becoming a lifeguard, I've created a course on Teachable where I break down every single pretest to help you get ready. So I definitely recommend you check that out if you don't want to risk spending money and not passing it, or if you're unsure if you're not a good enough swimmer. So also, I'm doing an end of the summer Q&A, so comment down below on this video or my last Q&A video any questions you might have, because I'm going to be answering them in a following upload. Okay, now that we're all squared away, today's video is about bad habits that lifeguards do. These are the worst habits. You definitely want to break them, because if you get too comfortable doing these things, stuff happens and it can really get you into some trouble. Now, the first bad habit is being easily distracted. What I mean by that is checking your phone, daydreaming, just constantly catching yourself gazing off and not paying attention to what's going on. I know sometimes you're in a long lifeguarding shift, maybe something happened the day before, you're really tired, you didn't get a lot of sleep, but getting into the habit of just like slouching in your chair, relaxing, and kind of forgetting what you're doing at times, although the odds are very unlikely, you never know when something might happen and you're just not ready for it, you're not prepared, and you don't see what happens, and you can be accused of being negligent and not doing your job, which is something I definitely don't want any of you guys to experience. So what I do to break this habit is I typically shut off my phone. I usually have a waterproof watch on if I want to check the time. I also drink a lot of water while I'm guarding, and I constantly move around. So this is kind of like my tip number 2. The second bad habit is feeling like you're stuck, not getting up, not moving around. Some lifeguards feel as if, okay, I'm on duty, I gotta sit in this chair from 2 in the afternoon to 4 in the afternoon. Instead, you should really be moving around. For example, it's a very sunny day, there's a lot of sun, there's a lot of glare, there's gonna be some areas of the pool that it's hard to see. So it's gonna force you to have to get up anyways to like avoid the glare, check the corners underneath you. There's gonna be some blind spots that you want to cover. Being on your feet, walking around, not only shows that you're in control, but it helps you wake up and stay awake, and it makes your scanning and your guarding experience more engaging, which is something you want to do to prevent dazing off. Now, I know that a lot of the times you're in a specific zone, so you can see everything, and there's other lifeguards controlling different areas of the lake, the pool, or the beach, wherever you're guarding. A lot of places that I've worked at, you're allowed to get off the stand, you can walk around, you can stand up next to the stand, you're even allowed to like go in the pool. Like I remember guarding in the water, like in the deep ends, like I would jump in with the rescue tube, float around, especially on really hot days, and just make sure everyone's okay in my zone. So definitely find out what the rules are at your facility, ask your boss, make sure you're allowed to do these things. But if you're allowed to, definitely take advantage of them. It just makes everything more interesting and increases your vision of the entire area that you're guarding. Now, another bad habit is not speaking loud enough, being afraid to project yourself, not blowing the whistle loud enough. This is a terrible habit, not seeing the importance of really communicating to the swimmers. It doesn't matter what you see, what you think in your mind, if you fail to communicate that with the people swimming, nothing matters. It's so important. If someone's doing something wrong, do not fall into the trap of sitting back, like being like, oh, they'll probably stop, they won't do this for much longer. I don't care if their parents are around, I don't care if you're in a super intimidating setting, it could be like the Olympic swim team, I don't care. If they're doing something wrong, you have to communicate that you're doing something wrong, because if they get hurt doing that thing that you're sitting back not telling them, it's a terrible feeling, and it forces you to act on it, and you have to like make the save and do first aid, whatever the situation is. So do not fall into the trap of sitting back and not communicating. Enforce rules, project your voice, have confidence. It shows control, it shows that you're in charge, and it goes with tips 1 and 2. You're attentive, you're on the move, you have complete vision of the pool, and you're enforcing everything you need to enforce. Now, another bad habit is when you're talking to someone, let's say someone comes up next to your stand, is like asking a couple questions or asking how you've been. Do not look at them in the eyes the whole time and have a normal conversation. You want to be looking at the pool. You want to acknowledge them and say, listen, I'm listening to you, but I'm doing my job, I'm watching the pool. Do not turn your body and face whoever you're talking to the whole time. You can do it for like a little second, but you have to be guarding the pool. You have to see what's going on. So if you're having a conversation with someone, just remember that you're on duty, and the entire pool or whatever zone you're covering is your responsibility. So I hope you found these tips helpful. Definitely like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'll see you all in the next upload. Thank you so much. Peace out.